Hello everyone, I hope you guys enjoyed that little clip there. The people who often plays PvP probably understands the humor in that clip just a little bit. I don't personally hate Red Manthus, but I do get a little bit irritated sometimes because of his nuking damage. I just thought that clip was funny because that Red Manthus expected a one-shot kill by using his charge B. Well anyways, before we start the actual video, I do want to note I'm not going to talk the entire time. I am fully aware of my poor audio quality. My old mic broke, so I do need to purchase a new one, but I'm scared of corona, so I'm trying my best not to go outside. Since I understand the poor audio, I will only speak briefly sometimes in the video explaining some things you might not understand. The reason I made this video is because most of the time I face someone in PvP, they usually make poor choices or rely on a character that they think is top tier. Personally, I'm not high rank in the second preseason, but most of the people who are, they're most likely hackers or just really skilled players or really grindy players. Right now the PvP ladder is corrupted with speed hackers, so don't concern yourself too much if you don't climb enough. You probably need Saga to climb anyways, and even if you don't have him you can still climb, but it'll just be much more difficult. The team I use in this video does not include Saga and mostly free to play. This video is just about the battle. I'm not including the builds, I'm just providing strategies that you may be able to use. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead with the video. When I do go into PvP, I don't usually change the order I use my characters because I came up with a pretty solid pattern. So as you can see here, we have a Mu as the enemy, so even though Mu doesn't have a blue affinity attack to use against Iolia, I switched into my Mu for the affinity switch buff from Mu and the evade rate switch buff from Iolia. Now, for 1000 Days War, I do recommend practicing the tap timing because it is very important. I'm still not used to it personally because I keep switching from BlueStacks to my phone. So, as you all saw there, I did have a plan B going on. Not a guaranteed plan B, but that evade from Mu did obviously come in handy for me.
Nope.
Now for the next battle, the first bit of the video was corrupted, so I removed that part, but as you can all see, my Iolia did one-shot that Gemini, and Aphrodite is the one that switched in, which has the affinity disadvantage against Iolia. So I thought he was either going to switch, or daringly charge, or attack, which honestly isn't the best choice, but either way, Iolia will not be affected, or will take minimum damage. So instead of attacking and wasting the charges on the A skill, since there was a possibility for him to switch, I decided to just use my affinity boost for all allies, and he did switch into Kanon. Now he did give me that defense down buff, which is bad for me honestly, so I switched into Mu for the switch buffs, and Kanon nuked the goat, which I didn't see coming, so I used Iolos's debuff charge C skill to remove that defense reduction. Then I totally forgot about Kanon's black affinity charge skill. Thankfully, Iolos did survive. and I used my charge A skill because I knew Kanon didn't have the speed to catch up, which did end up killing him. Then he used his support skill to kill Iolos, but it's really no big deal because I still had Iolia. Now here I want to show you why Affinity Boost is pretty useful. The first time Aphrodite used his max charge, I did expect that kind of damage, so I raised my affinity. As you can see, Aphrodite's Piran Rose is supposed to do more damage than the Royal Demon Rose, but it did end up doing 2 times less than that, and his next max charge Royal Demon Rose hit a crit, but it did less damage. So the affinity rate up is very useful if you have the right characters in battle. So honestly, I'm not really sure how affinity really works in the game, but from my experience, even if you are using a character with a disadvantage, I still think you either take less damage or do more damage to the affinity you are weak against. So yeah, affinity boost is pretty good. Okay guys, this is the last PvP fight in the video. I just wanted to include this last bit because it represented the affinity boost better. So I'll just speed up the entire fight until we reach that point.
Nope.
So that's the video. I hope it helped you guys understand how to play smart in PvP. To note all the important mechanics, I would say knowing the capabilities of your character is the best way to make a solid build. Understanding the passive skills and team effects are important as well. Make sure to max those skills, and also do keep in mind speed is probably the most important thing in PvP. If you guys do want a build, I can probably make another video about it, but other than that, If you guys did enjoy the video, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe. Bye bye.